What is up, YouTube? My name is Eben, and this is Forgotten Fridays, and we are taking a look at Team Magma Aggron today. He is a stage 2, as you might expect. He's got 140 HP, a retreat cost we hope never to use, and the attack we're looking for is Rock Stomp, which for 2 energy, a fighting and a colorless, not that that's going to make a difference in this deck. You can discard as many fighting energy as you want from any of your Pokemon in play, and this attack does 40 damage for each fighting energy you pitched like that. So if you pitch, like, let's say 3 fighting energy from your Pokemon, then that ends up dealing 120 damage. Pretty straightforward, and that's what we're intending to use here. He also has Boulder Storm, which in a pinch we can power up to, that does 120, and then also 20 to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, but Rock Stomp will almost always be the better option. So this is a Team Magma Aggron deck, essentially. This isn't exactly like, please take this to regionals kind of deck. This is more like have fun at your local and maybe take a local tournament kind of deck, but it's a lot of fun. So we'll take a look at that. After that, we're running 1 Magma Lairon, just so we've got another way to get up to Aggron in case something happens where we can't rare candy, like we get Quaking Punched or something like that. We're running 3 Team Magma Aerons in order to do that. And our main way of getting our fighting energies kind of brought around in a big old circle is we're using 3 copies of Team Magma's Camerupt. His Burning Draft is the only reason he's in here. He can get back a fighting or a fire energy, so he's going to be pulling back fighting energies that your Magma Aggron will be able to use for his Rock Stomp. Now to support that, we of course run 3 Magma Nummels as well. And that's 13 Pokemon. I felt like we really needed to include 2 slots for Hawlucha. He's a great pivot because he's got free retreat here, and his Flying Press is a good alternative attack with very little investment. This guy's just so good that when any strong energies or fighting support is around, this guy almost has to be there. So we're going to opt for 2 copies of that because that's going to make our games a little easier. As far as supporters go, it's all pretty straightforward. We're running 4 copies of Juniper or Sycamore, either way you want to go. We've got room for 3 Ns, so we're opting for 3 N. This is pretty good, especially since our Pokemon only cough up 1 prize at a time. We can kind of control things like how many prizes we're giving up and all that good business. We're running 3 Corina. This is mainly because if you've got the Magma Aeron, this equals an Aggron right off the bat, because she'll search you for the Aggron and the rare candy. So that's why we're opting for 3 Corinas, but she can also, of course, get you all kinds of utility as well. We've got 2 Pokemon fan clubs, because getting our Nummels and getting our Aerons out early game, very important, and of course this also gives us access to our Hawlucha. We also run teammates because we're going to be able to take a lot of knockouts before losing, because we don't have any EXs, so teammates will be pretty versatile, pretty useful, worth having 1 if for no other reason than versus Seeker. Of course we have Lysander to help us set up good kills by targeting down EXs and whatnot with our Rock Stomps. And lastly, we are running 1 trump card just in case we go too far through our deck. You can always Burning Draft first, then trump card, and that way you can keep your energies kind of looping around. This is pretty useful though, because we can burn through our energies a little too quickly, go through some of our other resources too. That helps us restore them. Pretty important here. We're running Computer Search as our ace spec. It discards energies, which is amazing, and also helps us get those valuable combo pieces to make sure things are running. So we do run Computer Search, kind of obligatory. Here are our 2 rare candies for our Aggrons. And we're running 4 Acro Bikes because they make the deck faster. They put fighting energy into our discard pile for us. They thin our deck out. They're just amazingly good all the way through. Anytime you're trying to bring energies back from the discard pile, this card's almost obligatory. So we are running 4. We're also opting for 2 copies of Ultra Ball. This can help us in tandem with Corina. It can also help us get access to Camerupt, who of course is a fire type. So we are opting for these, but mainly we're just trying to get Aggron up as fast as possible, so that's useful for that. And here we've got a Professor's Letter to make sure we get our energies quickly. It can also fuel things like Ultra Ball in a pinch if we need to. And we've got 2 versus Seeker, because we've got a pretty heavy supporter lineup, but this is mainly about utility in the late game. And we've opted for 2 Muscle Bands. It's not a big deal, we don't have to have them, but they can help us set up some KOs, especially with mons like Hawlucha. This can help make a difference. And it's a good Corina target when you don't have anything else to go get, so that's pretty awesome. We're opting for 2 Fighting Stadiums just so we can replace opposing stadiums and squeeze out damage. Don't play this aggressively because we're only running 2. The whole idea of running 2 is that we just drop it when we need the damage and pretty much no other time. So that said, we're down to our energy count. We're running 4 strong energies because obviously adding damage is very important. And this energy you usually just leave on your Aggron, of course. You don't want to discard this one to your Rock Stomp unless you really absolutely have to. And we're also running 2 double Magma energy. This is going to go away at the end of your turn, remember. But this is a very quick way to just power up your Rock Stomp. Even if you have no energy on the Aggron, this instantly gives you 2 energy, enough to attack with your Rock Stomp, and it supplies 80 damage, even if you already got your energy on it. So there's no reason not to discard this to your Rock Stomp, since it's going to go away anyway. It's just a quick, very powerful boost. And when you think about this with, say, 2 Burning Drafts, or 1 Burning Draft and 1 pre-existing fighting energy, I mean, you're already talking right there about 160 damage. So if there's a strong energy, a fighting stadium, or a muscle band in the equation, that's enough to knock out any EX pretty much that's not a Mega. With very rare weird exceptions like Waylord, obviously. So that said, the last of our energy are we are running 8 fighting energies because we do need these basic energies to kind of loop around with Burning Draft. So that is the entire Team Magma Aggron deck. Give it a try. This is a lot of fun, and decks like these are just worth playing around with because this is a game, and you remember sometimes you got to enjoy yourself. It's not all about being competitive. And rock stomping people to death is a heck of a fun way to play. So until next time, like, comment, subscribe, check me out on Twitter, and I will see you next time with more Pokemon content.